at this, look at it, and then see, watch. And you bring the desktop audio down, and you're like, oh, okay, we're coming in hot and heavy. Start recording. What's up? Episode 22. What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
Nailed it.
How's it going? We were just, I was kind of getting the tutorial on how to professionally transition with the music into the podcast.
Someone's gonna be like, that sounded like shit.
So let us know, how bad that sounded, or if that was cool transition or not. I haven't listened to it yet. I plan on doing that, and apparently we didn't get to it. So, but how is it going?
Just gonna let you guys know, it's hot as fuck up here.
Dude, it's so hot. I don't know if you noticed, but I kicked that fan up to medium. Usually we got it on low.
Oh, why didn't you put it on high?
Because I'm afraid it's too loud for the mic, and it's gonna pick up on the mic, and I don't know.
Yeah. It's
I'll
the summertime.
Don't dare me, dude. I'll push it to high next time.
All right. See, we'll hear how this medium sounds first. So.
Right on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's hot.
Check it out. Plugs. Yeah. Follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Our live streams are on Facebook, YouTube, and what's the other one? Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can get our updates on Twitter and Instagram.
There we go.
There it is.
There's the plugs and descriptions.
I haven't been reading them off the script, so sorry, it's a little sketchy.
No, it's good, man.
Trying to have them memorized.
Once you get them memorized, then I'll start doing it for a little bit, and then it's just gonna be like, off the tongue, man. So,
could get more potassium.
So what you got there? What are we doing for drinks today, man?
Vita Coco. If you want to sponsor us, down.
There we go.
I got the coconut water and then just some water.
Nice. Is that BPA free?
I think so.
It's gotta be. All that fancy packaging.
Yeah, it is BPA free.
I knew it.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, BPA
is healthy. Is this BPA free? I think we already told you guys about the Soylent. I'm doing it again. Doing it big.
It doesn't say BPA free on it, huh?
Ooh, yeah, I think I'm getting all that BPA, unfortunately.
Yeah. Do you worry about BPA?
I worry about anything that could be, a possibility of being unhealthy for you.
Yeah, but it's like you get a lot of other foods that are in plastic that aren't BPA. Like you think like, for instance, like that the bitchin' sauce or whatever. That's in a plastic container, but probably isn't BPA free.
That's true. You got a good point, and I think about that quite a bit actually.
Yeah.
Like where the line is drawn on.
I feel like they only do it for drinks. You know what I mean?
Probably because drinks see the heat in transportation, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I have a feeling it's the heat. When the heat hits the containers, the BPA leaches into the drinks.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys could correct me on that, but I think that's what the issue has always been. But
yeah, they definitely say don't drink like water bottles that have been left in your car in the sunlight. Because the sunlight makes it leach into the water.
Yeah, exactly. It does say bioengineered, so whatever that means.
Holy shit. They're putting robots inside of you.
Nanotechnology.
Putting organic robots inside of you.
Right? Isn't that crazy? So we can turn this whole podcast into a conspiracy about how our drinks are contaminated.
Yeah. BPA mimics estrogen in your body.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. It used to be used as like a hormone therapy, I think, or some shit like that.
Yeah? What's wrong with estrogen?
Too much estrogen is not good for you. Actually, too much estrogen causes cancer.
Yeah. What about too much testosterone? Too much of one thing?
I think too much testosterone. Well, you can know when people take too much steroids and stuff, it makes their heart enlarge and shit like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it couldn't be good either way.
Any hormones out of whack are not good for you.
You gotta have a healthy balance, I guess, but usually, kind of fluctuate one towards, leans towards one side more than the other, I guess.
Yeah, too much estrogen will make you gain weight. Make you just gain stuff, you know what I mean? It'll causes like cancer growth and shit, so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's no good.
That's why a lot of animal products are bad for you. I mean, that's not the only reason, but that is a reason.
Because that estrogen promotion?
Yeah, it's like cows. First of all, if you're eating like beef, you're eating female cows, so it already has more estrogen.
Yeah, good point.
And then milk for sure has a ton of estrogen in it, so.
Yeah, that for sure is a big time estrogen gainer.
And it makes you grow, but also causes like cancer growth too. That's why people are taller nowadays, you know.
Yeah, it's such a fucking. Don't God. Let's not without going on the calcium kick too much.
Yeah. Also, let's not go on too much of a vegan kick, maybe.
Or the vegan kick. Yeah.
We're losing people. People are like join in. They're like, never mind.
Yeah. Well, even the people that aren't vegan, you know. We can agree to disagree. Like I said, I don't know if we've even touched base on that part of it yet, but I'm very open-minded to having conversations with people. I'm not like, and Danny's, I'm pretty sure the same way. Like, we're not really like judgmental on people that are consuming, you know, that are like 100% carnivore out there.
How dare you do what I did for majority of my life?
Yeah, again, we were like that for 32 years, and so
I was like that for 32 years.
Yeah. I was like that too. He was like that for a majority of his life as well. So, yeah, don't be scared to have those conversations with us. But all I'm saying is, vegan or not, you can. I think we can all agree that drinking milk from another animal is fucking weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
I don't care how much of a carnivore you are. That part is weird.
Yeah.
There's no way around it, man.
Yeah.
So, that's not really having the V word.
It is just weird. You just.
You know what I mean? We can have that conversation about how just drinking milk is fucking weird.
Yeah, you're breastfeeding as an adult. It's fucking weird.
It is absolutely weird. So.
And also, if you're eating cheese, you're literally getting like fermented titty milk.
Concentrated form of it, yeah.
Yeah, from another animal.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
Oh man, that's so bad. Molded, basically.
Molded other animals' titty milk.
It's disgusting to think about. But hey, like strange. I said, I love cheese. I wasn't a big milk drinker.
Me either. Just because it didn't settle right in my throat and in my stomach.
In my stomach too, yeah. Lactose intolerant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's the common case with people.
And I was fine with cheese, a little bit of cheese, you know what I mean? But if I had like pizza, it was game over. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like if I was eating pizza, my friends would be like, "Hey man, you want to go get a pizza and then go on a hike?" I'm like, "Mm." I'm like, I need to be at 40, like the pizza. After I eat the pizza, within 40 minutes, I need to be near a bathroom, okay? Because shit's going down.
Yeah,
literally and figuratively.
Shit's going down. There you go. Yeah, no, milk has never been one of my things. So, but yeah, without again, I think we can all agree that it's just fucking weird. So we can all have that conversation. So feel free to chime in on that, guys. How did we get on the milk conversation anyway?
I have no idea. We were just talking about drinks? We were talking about estrogen and we were talking about BPA. That's what we were doing.
BPA. There we go. Yeah. So
anyway, what have you been up to?
Dude, same shit. Same shit. Know. Sit in front of a computer, running around.
I know. I don't even think this guy works anymore. I just come home. He's always in front of his computer. He's like me now.
I helped dig a couple holes today on the job site. And I was like breaking a sweat in the sun. And I was like, gosh, man.
Sometimes I wake up and I go and like, well, I haven't been staying here really, but I'll come home. You know, I'll come home at like 10 in the morning. I'm like, oh, Ben's at work. And I'll like go take a nap real quick, wake up, and you're just sitting on the computer. I'm like, he was faking.
Oh, he's at different work.
He's playing hooky right now.
Yeah, what's up, real?
Did you know that humans are the only animal that drinks another animal's milk? We're creepy. I didn't know that we're the only animals, but I didn't know for like if that's a fact, but I mean, makes sense.
I've never had fact of anybody prove that wrong, nor right. But I believe it. Yes, I have heard that. It's fucking weird,
what
right?
What about cats? Cats will drink milk. But they don't naturally. They won't go like and suck a cow's teeth. You know what I mean? Like we give it to them. So I guess all the animals that do drink milk from other animals, we give it to them.
They have no way of doing that themselves.
Yeah.
And although there has been recorded, events in history, probably not very common, where another species has breastfed off another animal.
Takes on the other baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it still only has a baby, I think. So you know what I mean?
Huh?
Only has a baby. I guess I have seen that where like the dog takes over like the baby kitten or whatever.
Yeah. So that can happen. Very rare, obviously, but it can't happen. So I know what you're saying though.
Majority of the time, it's
we're the only.
That's true.
Yeah, humans are the only animals that consistently on the regular drink another animal's milk. Like
Into
we hone
adulthood.
in on a cow.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. But yeah, exactly like they were saying. Oh yeah, but we give it to him. Good point. So exactly. So
Also, welcome to the podcast.
yeah, welcome,
Or dude or dudette.
dude. I know it's so hard to. You saw a kitten stuck on a goat,
But it was dead.
but it was dead.
Well, that's just even weird.
That sounds sad.
It's sad and also weird.
You trying to get me like cry right here on the podcast?
Is that sad to you?
Well, maybe. I don't know why. I just kind of assumed that the kitten was trying to.
Survive.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Didn't realize that the goat was dead.
was dead.
Yeah, maybe it was feeding off the goat prior to that. I don't know. It just sounds like a sad scenario, altogether.
Yeah.
um,
So you haven't been doing anything new, huh? Did you finish your game yet? You got.
I have not finished my game.
Have you been playing it?
It's getting intense. I have been actually playing it a little bit more, and yeah, no, still in the middle of it. It's pretty cool. A lot more Seattle references and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. I like that. And then, yeah, no, man, it's getting into some intense parts right now.
Whatever. I don't believe that statement. It's ridiculous. There's a tiger kitten. Killed your children.
There we go. We got another one right here.
Yeah,
Wise one.
It's always from Twitch. We get all of the jokers from Twitch.
We got a lot of jokesters coming from Twitch, huh?
Yeah.
I like you guys, man. You guys keep it light and happy and keep us on our toes.
Yeah, true that. What were we saying? Got distracted.
Yeah, what were we talking about? Damn.
Oh, you're talking about video games, right?
Yeah, we're talking about the video games. But yeah, I'll be wrapping it up. It's pretty intense, I guess. To get to kind of talk a little bit about that. Basically, they're kind of. I'm playing as the character that kind of did harm in the. What's that? Just trying to keep it light.
My children's funeral today. And man, whatever gets you through the day.
I really hope that we can be that rock for you, man. Yeah.
How bad would you feel if this dude literally...
He's telling the truth.
Yeah, like a bit, it's like, he's like Tiger King, you know what I mean? He had like some crazy mishap where his pet killed his kids and he's like being serious and we're just like over here laughing our asses off.
I hope to God you're not serious yet. Oh, man.
He's like, I will find you.
Right.
And I'll stick my tiger on you.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I've been playing...
What's up with you? I was gonna say, what's going on with you? You're playing a video game too. What you got?
I was playing League earlier with Roland, yeah. But I've been playing Kingdom Hearts with Heather, my friend that I hang out with.
Kingdom Hearts, huh?
Yeah.
Is that a online popular game?
Kingdom Hearts. You know Kingdom Hearts?
I didn't know it's popular online. I didn't. I've only played campaign when the first one came out.
Okay, no, I'm playing the first one on the PS4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the same game that you're thinking of. There's not like an online Kingdom Hearts.
What do you do during a campaign or like a internet?
We're not doing it
match?
online.
Oh, I thought that's.
We're just playing the story mode.
Oh, got
Just take a
playing
turn.
campaign.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I want to play the third one, and I'm over there all the time, so I was like, I'll just get it on PlayStation Store on yours. But they had the whole entire set for $30. It was on sale. It's normally $100,
that's
so
fucking
we just
pretty
got the
cool.
whole thing. Yeah.
There you go. Remember, isn't that crazy how games start out at $60 a piece?
Yeah.
You can get the exclusive bundle for $80 or whatever the hell. And now then you come across a bundle like that, $30.
Yeah. Well, it
It's
comes,
like,
with,
oh, wow.
it comes with 1, 2, and I think it comes with 3. I might be wrong. I hope it comes with number 3.
So we're talking $10 a game now.
But no, it has all the mobile ones that have been ported over to. So it has all there's 1, 2, and 3, and then there's like a bunch of ones that are in between that supplement the storyline basically.
Wow.
I think there's 8 games or something. I don't even fucking know. Kingdom Hearts is a classic. As Real Stunt Panda was saying, Kingdom Hearts is my favorite story-driven game of all time, I think.
Right on.
What's your favorite?
Who we got here? Splinter. What's
Splinter,
up, dude?
it's Adam again. Duo, yeah, I'm down to Duo. I haven't been playing that much, but I'm still silver. Still silver in League.
Is that a game? Duo? Is that a game?
No, it's like saying Duo, together. We'll play together. Duo, and there's in League of Legends, there's called a Duo queue, which basically is the same ranking system as your solo queue. So that's what he's saying.
All
You
right.
can either solo or duo. But yeah, aren't you gold now, dude? Yeah, I'm gonna be bringing you down. Oh well.
You guys are gonna duo and get down.
Dude, we can do it tonight, maybe.
So yeah, Real Stunt Panda says he only buys games on Steam sales. What's that? You ever heard of that?
Yeah, you never use Steam.
Nah.
Steam is a gaming platform by Valve.
I have heard of Steam, but I didn't know. I've never heard of Steam sales.
Well, they have sales. And they have
Okay.
sales periodically. Like, they probably have a sale going on right now. They usually have a summer sale. You can get games, some games, like, sometimes you can get them, like, 80, 90% off and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Not all the games, but, you know, like, some games, you know what I mean? It's, like, really cool. It's kind of addicting, honestly. I'll be like, all right, I'm going to put $120 on my account. Let's see how many games I can get. You get some good games sometimes. Like, they'll have, like, classics and stuff, like, Half-Life and Borderlands and Portal and games like that, and it'll be like $1 or whatever for a game, or
Really?
crazy prices like that. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
or they'll have bundles that have like all 3 games for like $3 fucking bucks. And you're like, all right, I'm gonna jump on that.
You're like, all right, $3. There's, you know.
It's addicting. Here's the thing: is
There's 2 weeks of my life.
You build up a collection of games and then you don't play the majority of them. It's kind of the problem, though. So you buy them all on sale and you're like, I'll get to that eventually, and then you never actually get to it.
Yeah, you know, there's buys that happen like that. You only buy things because of the deal at the time. You know what I mean? You're like,
Like, you know,
it's like I don't have to buy it.
You're like, yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly. You're like, the Portal bundle for $2. Like, I have to buy it because, like, what if I do want to play in the future? I don't want to pay $10 or $20 for the whole series.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. You can't pass that good of a deal up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know, what movie is that? The Godfather, when he says, you know, make him an offer he can't refuse.
Yeah.
That's that type of scenario, you know.
I agree, though. I try to only buy games unless I really want to play the game right. Then I'll usually try to wait for the sales to come through and see if it gets on sale.
See, he was Real Stunt Panda's talking about. He got Odyssey, AC's Odyssey for 70% off last summer sale. Been playing it for 5 hours a day in quarantine.
Yeah.
That's funny because I just made the comment a minute ago. You're like $3 for, you know, whatever game. This game, 3 games. It's like, I'm getting that, and I'm like, oh, there goes 2 weeks of your life.
Yeah. I want to check real quick.
It's so funny to think of it that way. You spend $60, and if you just
Keep this up. What is AC Odyssey, by the way? What does AC stand for?
That's a good question. Odyssey, for some reason, I was thinking of
Is the summer sale not going on right now?
like Abe's Odyssey or something like
See,
that.
like this game, for instance, right here. I don't even know what this game is, but like Sleeping Dogs, for instance, 85% off. It's normally $20. It's $3. It's like
Wow.
if you wanted to play the game, you're like, I gotta buy it. I have to buy it. It's $3 fucking as opposed to $20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you get these crazy.
I mean, you end up playing games that you really probably didn't want to play or care about.
Sometimes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
They got Uno on there?
They got, dude.
Dude, me and my daughter, me and Malia will get down.
These are for, I don't know. I don't
We've been
think
staying up late.
these
What's
are
that? Go ahead.
these are for PC though.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
What did that say? Rust or dust?
It's probably.
It's going through a screenplay, but
Oh, up here.
yeah.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
last thing I'm gonna focus on. But what did that?
Rust.
Rust. Okay.
Rust is like a survival game where you like, oh, it features nudity. Oh, I don't know about that.
Grown-up game.
It's a grown-up game. Okay, I can put 1999 for the age, and still getting so old.
That seems weird, huh?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so you go around and you like build stuff. I think there's zombies in here. It's like a zombie survival game, I think. Or maybe they're not zombies, but you like, I don't know.
Looks boring, to be honest.
You don't like these type of games, huh? The survival horror games.
Yeah, it just doesn't look.
Build a base.
Well, I like survival horror games, just not like this.
This is what it's called a sandbox. Some people don't like sandbox, where it's basically just like an open world. There's no storyline.
First-person shooter, open world. Yeah,
They're pretty fun. They're pretty addicting.
it's like Minecraft layout, right?
That is true. Rust is like Minecraft for adults. That's so funny. That is
That's
true.
hilarious. Yeah, as soon as I seen that, I was like, this looks like Minecraft.
Oh, okay. Assassin's Creed Odyssey for 70%. Okay, I've never played that one, but I've played the first few, like to Assassin's Creed 3 or I don't know 4. I stopped playing when Black Flag came out. I wanted to play, but I ended up never playing it. So, but Assassin's Creed is dope.
You'll have to check out. Oh, that's what that is. I got it. Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't either. I tried like a little bit of the first one when it came out, maybe the second one at one time, but
The gameplay is super cool. It's like that, that stealthy gameplay where you're kind of doing like little parkour kind of shit.
Yeah, you're in parkour and then you're hiding amongst people. Mm-hmm. You're like blending in with people. That's kind of a cool little feature in there.
Assassin's Creed 3 was dope. Like the graphics. I mean, the graphics on all of them are really good, but that's one I remember the most.
Yeah.
It's almost like cinematic the way the camera is. It's kind of like Gears of War for like stealth games. You know what I mean? How Gears of War has that cinematic camera that's kind of that cool angle.
Yeah. That is cool. I think I'd like to. I'd like to check out Assassin's Creed and give it a shot one time. Another game I always question is Hitman.
Hitman?
Yeah, it's been a classic, and it keeps. Apparently, it's been pumping out games for a while, but I haven't played that thing in like 15 years. So, I used to like those kind of sneaky stealth games too. That's the same type of game. You're scaling buildings or scaling vents and sneaking around and choking people out and whatever, setting traps and.
Yeah.
Night vision, cool stuff like that.
I miss those old platformer games though. Me and Heather were talking about that. So we were talking about, she's like, I'm surprised I never played Kingdom Hearts before. This is totally a game I would have liked when I was a kid because she was like really. Remember Sly Cooper?
Vaguely. God damn, I kind of do.
Sly Cooper was kind of like that kind of parkour kind of, but it was more, cartoonish for kids and stuff. Like Sly Cooper, Jak and Daxter, or is it Dexter? Jak and Daxter, I think. Ratchet and Clank, those style games.
Yeah.
They don't really come out with games like that anymore.
Like Spyro.
Yeah, dude, those games were so much fun.
Yeah, it's true, man. You don't see those kind of games anymore. Well, that's not true. I'm out of the gaming world pretty much as far as the up and coming games coming out, so I wouldn't really know. Maybe there is some games like that still being pumped out, but
yeah, maybe. So there was one that I bought for my kids, but it was kind of like pale in comparison because it was just trying to like. It was more like people that were fans of those style games. It wasn't like a big gaming company that made it like they used to. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like, I don't know. It's like if you made a movie because you really like Pirates of the Caribbean, but you're not a really good movie maker, so you just kind of make like a shittier version of Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah. You know what I mean? In the vein of that, you know what I mean? Like I tried. You know,
stick to what you're good at, man.
Yeah.
The Real Stunt Panda was saying, okay, so the newest Hitman games are so good. There are a lot of ways to play the game, and the choices you make totally change the other choices you make. Right on.
Look how many viewers we're getting. We just talk about video games all the time. So funny. He also said Black Flag is one of the best Assassin's Creed games. I wish I would have played it. The sea shanties are addictive, and he's quoting that song, "What do you do with the drunken sailor early in the morning?" I know how to play that song on guitar. That song's
oh really?
It's a song you learn in classical guitar really early because it's that dun, 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 dun. No wait, that's gonna sound awful if I do it then. Like I should go grab a guitar and play it. That's what I should do.
I like it. Yeah, you're like da 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 da.
It sounded bad. It sounded bad the way I can just imagine how my voice sounds real quick.
Yeah.
Don't try to get me to sing on the podcast. I can't sing.
Me and someone else were just talking about this on maybe it was the podcast. I can't remember where it was, but we're talking about how musicians communicate with sounds.
Yeah. One second. Let me go grab that guitar real quick.
Oh, there you go.
Keep them occupied.
So Danny's, I guess he's getting ready to serenade us right now. He's gonna get a guitar and he's gonna pluck some strings and show us what's in his mind, what he's trying to get off his chest. He's got some creativity.
Let's see if I can even remember this song.
Let's do this.
You guys didn't know I was gonna be playing guitar on the podcast today. It goes like, is this in tune?
Check it.
Close enough. It goes
oh yeah.
I don't remember how it ends, but you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Anyway,
it's like it's got like a western. I don't know. Is that the word I'm looking for? Western feel? No.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, it's a pirate song.
Okay.
It's a sailor song. The name of the song is Drunken Sailor.
Okay. Yeah, that's fitting. Okay.
But I guess it kind of has a similar kind. It's the old kind of vibe, so it kind of has a similar vibe to kind of westerny kind of things.
Nice.
Melodies and the acoustic guitar and stuff. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome. I played it wrong at the end, but I got most of it right.
Good enough. You got your point across. We just needed to hear the first few notes.
I couldn't nail the melody with my voice. So
Real Stunt Panda is real happy with that. So
he said that's it. So I mean,
you got the stamp of approval.
Yes.
All right, I'm done with my Soylent.
Now you're protein out. Okay, we're gonna do some push-ups real quick. Ben's gotta get that. He's gotta capitalize on the protein you just put into your body.
We're gonna do push-ups, and then we got special guests coming in to do yoga with us. You guys ready for this?
I guess we could do hot yoga in here. Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't realize that. Yeah, if we did yoga in here, it'd be so fucking hot.
Yeah,
we gotta get that fixed. Well, matter of fact, let's just hold off on those type of any strenuous calorie burning activities. We'll really just try to diminish until we get that the new spot.
Catch us next week on the podcast in the living room on the couch where it's nice and cool.
Well, my room's actually the coolest.
Ooh, we should do it in your room.
Right, podcast in my room.
It's pretty big down there. We could totally do that.
Probably could, yeah. I mean, I could totally make arrangements.
It wouldn't be that hard.
I'm just trying to think. Yeah,
I'm supposed to be getting a computer from Roland soon because I helped him build his computer. Got it working, so he's giving me his old computer, so we could have 2 different streaming computers. You know what I mean?
Hot yoga sounds horrible, huh? You know how hard yoga is. Well,
we're turning off the AC. I don't know how much you hate yourself, but why the fuck would you do hot yoga?
Right, hot yoga, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Is that like intentionally making it hot?
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck!
It's like a sweat. They make it into like a little sweat lodge, but they're doing yoga.
That sounds so miserable, and especially having to like concentrate while you're trying to balance.
Isn't the whole plus the inventor is a perv? That sounds awful. Yeah. Okay. First of all, why is he a perv? Because I feel like half the reason I would go to yoga is just for the hot chicks, right? But why would you want to be sweating your ass off while you're trying to check out hot chicks? They're also sweating their asses off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe
everyone's uncomfortable and shit.
Maybe some dudes I know, right? That's what I would think too. Maybe dudes like sweaty chicks. I don't know.
I mean, I don't mind when a girl's sweating a little bit when she's like working out and stuff, you know what I mean? But if I'm sweating, I'm not gonna be like, oh dude, you see that hot bitch over there? I'm just gonna be like, dude, it's way too fucking hot in here.
What if she's like profusely sweating, like just dripping?
Well, I'd have to get like a little catcher, you know what I mean? Because I need to replace the salt that I just fucking lost anyway, so...
Yeah. So he's...
Don't take that too seriously, guys. Okay?
Right, I was gonna say, careful.
He's been sued so many times for sexual harassment. And is he still like... Well, he's an inventor. How do you invent a style of yoga? Is he like the CEO of Hot Yoga? Do you have to like get a license to do hot yoga?
Yeah, how do you get it coined that?
Yeah.
You go to like Guinness World Book of Records or something? Is that something separate?
Is that something separate? I think he bought a heater. Wow. What an inventor.
Huh. Yeah. He just thought of, he invented the combination, I guess, of, hey, let's crank it up to about, 80 degrees up in here and do some yoga, yeah? You guys down?
I feel like they do it hotter than that.
We'll put the steamer on. Yeah. We'll crank the steamer on, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be miserable. That just, it sounds like shit. It's fun stuff. So yeah, we'll save that for another time when we get a bigger area, right?
Yeah, bigger area. Maybe in the fall a little bit, or when it cools down.
Right. If he doesn't like the idea of yoga, he's definitely not gonna like the meditation.
Yeah. Speaking of which, do you like the fucking 90 degrees? It's too hot for me.
It's a little too hot, yeah.
I like 80. 80 is cool.
Yeah, it's too hard to hot to cool down.
Yeah.
And especially if you're working outside, you can't get away from the sun. It's just miserable out there.
Yeah, I was just talking about this earlier. It's like I want to go skateboarding, but it's 90 fucking degrees outside. And which would have been fine, but I knew I was going to come into this room afterwards and do the podcast upstairs in this hot room. And I was like, dude, I'm not going to skateboard and sweat my ass off and then come into this hot room and do a podcast for 2 hours.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal up here. In case you guys didn't know, it's we sacrifice a lot for you in this little cell of hell. No, just
Cell of hell.
but it's pretty hot.
It's also kind of a little room.
It is a tiny room. We got the lights cranked. We got. Let's see what else is kicking up. BTUs.
Well, that doesn't really create that much heat, though, huh?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not much. It's a LED, so
It's not as bad as like actual studio lights because those things produce a lot of heat. We'd be fucking frying in here right now.
yeah, it'd be pretty brutal. So, but yeah, we're pretty hot, so we're just punching through this. That's why he's talking about how I felt about 90 degrees and stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's a bit too hot for me. Yeah.
It's not 90 in here, but it's a little muggy in here. So.
Oh yeah.
We're wearing shorts, keeping it.
Oh yeah. We're gonna talk about our swag, dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So-
I forgot we were wearing them, honestly.
In case you guys didn't notice,
Yeah, we got shirts,
we're
dude.
supporting Virus merch right now. Got a little bit of I can't spin around, a little bit of writing on the back.
Yeah. It's like a ponytail member mentality.
It's like a ponytails in the way mentality.
Yeah. So yeah, we bought some shirts.
So we got some stuff we were trying out. Got a lot of positive feedback on it myself.
Yeah, people seem to like them. I got from the people that seen it, so they look cool. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I haven't talked to that many people, so
Did a really good job on it. So
it looks. Yeah. I wonder. Can we ask this guy like, hey, can you give us that digitized version of the?
I
logo?
could ask, yeah.
It's a little bit different though. He made if you look at that and then look at here, it's a little bit lighter than we made it.
It is, yeah, which is, I'm fine with, I guess.
I mean, it's cool. It's fine.
So yeah, hit us up, guys. Let us know if you want one of these. Maybe we already have your size, or we'll put in an order. We're just kind of putting out some prototypes, seeing what they look like, and in my opinion, they turned out nice, very nice.
I don't have my other one on me, but it's blue. So we can make other colors too, but the main ones we have are white. Are we gonna do black?
We haven't yet.
We haven't yet. We can do white, black, and we have a cool blue that matches really well with the logo. So
I guess we could do black because this red line would separate the black.
yeah.
So, that's what it was. The black behind here.
Yeah, but it'll kind of maybe like a gray. Maybe a gray.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good call. So yeah, there you have it. We'll they do masks. We can get masks.
I think we should get some hats or some beanies.
They do hats. They probably do beanies. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm into like sticking into the season of stuff. Like mask season right now is going on. So
Yeah. The thing is, I don't like reusable masks. I'd probably only wear it like.
it's a washable one.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay. I guess that works.
Yeah,
It's just like any other piece of clothing.
yeah. Then you can wash it.
Gray would hide my fat better. Hey, man.
Hey, there you go. Whatever hides fat.
I think darker colors are supposed to hide.
Oh, darker colors?
Yeah.
Dark. We'll go with that dark gray then, man.
Yeah.
We'll hook you up with that dark gray.
Also, he said, I thought of a new kind of yoga, COVID yoga,
Okay.
but everyone keeps dying. Well, I think it's a COVID. Everyone goes in there and they just cough all over fucking each other. Well, I mean, are you the reason why the numbers are going up so high in the U.S.?
Right? What's really going on?
Yeah. Yeah, I was supposed to go to Roland's house. But my car, I need to go get my car checked out. I was driving down the freeway the other day. I haven't driven down the freeway in a while. And the fucking steering wheel starts doing this.
Really?
Rattling, yeah.
And you were going 2 Rollins?
Yeah. I was
Did it
gonna
stop?
I pulled over on the side of the freeway, which is awful. Because I wasn't sure if I had like a flat tire or some shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got out and walked around the car. You know, the car's like vroom, vroom, speeding past me and shit. It was fun. Good times. And then I met Roland at the mall, and then I went to his house. And it was doing it a little bit, but I was also driving 50. And I feel like it's doing it a little bit more, so I don't know if it's, maybe it's alignment, maybe something's loose. I hope something's not loose. I hope something like fucking wheel's not gonna fly off randomly.
Something could be loose because that's honestly what was going on with my truck.
Was it rattling like that?
Yeah, when those wheel studs were broken.
Yeah, it's a fun feeling. It's a great...
That shit's scary, actually.
Yeah, and I was gonna go to Roland's house. Was it yesterday or the day before? I started driving that way. I started doing that, and it was like fucking 90 degrees, and I was just like, I like was driving down the freeway. I just pulled off the mobile. I'm like, I can't do it. I'm like, first of all, if this thing crashes or I have to pull over, in 90-degree weather on the side of the freeway, I'm gonna have a fucking panic attack, dude. It's just like,
yeah, you don't want that to happen.
no. I mean, I can deal with it, and it's like 65 outside. I'm like, all right, well, this sucks. You know what I mean? On the side of the freeway, but want to become famous.
Hopefully you get that.
We are not following any of your stuff. Get out of here, phone piece.
Who?
It's like it's spam.
Spam.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I want to be famous. Yeah.
For at least a moment when your car was swerving, did you think you might have been shot? And you were a secret agent that had just been reactivated? That's a weird question. No.
That's so random.
No, but I did think about Ben's wheel.
I like the randomness in that.
Yeah, but I did think about Ben's fucking wheel almost falling off, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah. Ironically, I just fixed my truck, which is having a similar problem. Come to find out, 2 of my wheel studs snapped off, and my tire was moments away from falling off. So I would get that checked out.
I'm gonna get it checked out tomorrow. So
yeah, going to Les Schwab or going to something.
Is that you went to Les Schwab? I feel like I don't know if Les Schwab will do a good job.
Going to where I go.
Where do you go?
Little mom and pop place.
All right.
J&H.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can tell me after this. I'll go there. Can you walk in, or you have to do an appointment?
I'll name drop him. Troy Otto is the name of him.
Oh, okay.
I'll do a good job, yeah.
Okay. Where's that at?
Off of Lily by
Okay.
past the hospital.
Real close. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I figured. I didn't want to go to Les Schwab. I want to go somewhere that would actually do a little bit of a thorough job. That isn't like Les Schwab just pumps people in and out all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, they're just they're a corporate business, so
Yeah.
they're in it for the dollar. Although I will say Les Schwab does a really good job with customer service usually.
I've had like some iffy services from them though, so
I haven't. I've lucked out, I guess. I've had nothing but good, and I've dealt with them quite a bit actually. They are overpricey though.
yeah, they shouldn't be considering like
They charge a lot.
yeah. I've gotten better service at Walmart, honestly.
On tires?
Oh, maybe not on tires, for like oil changes and shit like that.
Oh,
Like
okay.
basic, yeah. I was just thinking oil change.
Definitely not at the checkout stand.
I always assume I'm a secret agent. I'm not judging you by the way you spelled agent, but you spelled it wrong. I'm just saying. Okay. No regrets. Okay. Anyways, that's just been reactivated. It's why I'm not allowed in my local ice cream shop. Is that the only reason?
Yeah. I like how you're role playing with this. Nice.
You give me like a Zach Galifianakis vibe.
Right?
Are you a little chubby dude with a beard?
Zach Galifianakis.
You're just sitting there awkwardly eating ice cream, staring at people, getting ice cream in your beard and shit.
Oh man, that shit's hilarious.
That's how we secret agents spell it to throw you off. Like, I don't even know how to spell agent. Obviously, I'm not a secret agent.
Yeah.
Good. That's good.
Leave it to him. He'll spot that fucking misspelled agent word a mile away. Well, let's hope that car gets fixed because that sounds treacherous.
A little bit. But I've only been driving on it for like 5 days.
Is that it?
Yeah.
You don't say.
Yeah.
5 days, 8 hours a day. 40 hours. Ain't that much.
Exactly. We know you're a lizard elite. Fuck. They're on to me. They're on to me.
Dude, he's on. Not only is he on to you, like.
That's a good topic though for us to talk about. We still haven't gotten into that too much. Huh?
Is that like
the lizard people?
Ike?
Yeah, David Icke kind of shit.
David Icke stuff?
Yeah.
Nice. Who were you talking about last that was talking about that? You were. Yeah, either I looked into somebody or you were talking about somebody who was mentioning the lizard people.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Were we talking about that with Josh?
Perhaps.
Because that podcast is a little fuzzy to me because we had a few drinks or I had a few drinks at least. I think you guys only had one, but.
Yeah, I don't remember. But it's definitely interesting because we were talking about, because I brought up the fact that we were watching, what is that called? Hanger something?
Oh yeah, Hanger 1 or no, it's not.
Hanger some number, right?
Fuck, I can't even remember anymore.
Hanger 51, 42, whatever, 89.
Yeah.
Something like that. That show, what were they talking about on there? that episode where the guy was talking about how he was drilling.
Oh yeah.
And his crew was having a firefight with. He didn't say lizard people. He just called them aliens, really.
Yeah.
And they were shooting beams of shit out of their chest at him and hurt him. So.
Yeah. Maybe it did happen.
I don't know, man.
Maybe he's crazy.
I don't know. Maybe he did have an imaginary firefight, right?
Yeah. I have literally flown around the Earth when in the Navy. Real Stunt Panda said, pretty sure it's round. I've always assumed the Earth is round. Okay, I don't buy into the flat Earth shit. I think it's ridiculous. So, if you're a flat Earther, sorry, but it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, flat Earth is pretty funny.
Everything else is round. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
I mean, I can see how it looks flat, yes. But
it's really big, though. That's why, okay?
From outer space, I think it looks round.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't really matter. Probably not.
All that shit is fascinating to me. I mean, you know, even though I'm 37 years old,
Old as fuck.
I'm getting old as fuck, right? Like, I'll be outside, like, still a little kid in my mind sometimes, like, looking up at the moon, like, wow.
Dude, the moon is pretty crazy.
And I'm like tripping out. Yeah, I'm looking at it. The harder I stare at the moon, the more it looks like it's just right there. I can just like reach out and grab it or something. I'm just like, this doesn't even look that far, huh?
You know, it's like 250,000 miles away.
I know. That's what's fascinating. It's so far away, but when you stare at it, it's like,
yeah,
it's just right there.
It's also it's a third of the size of the Earth.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty huge. It's very big for a moon.
That's why we can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, most planets don't have moons that big.
But no matter how old I get, it's still fascinating to just kind of sit there and gawk at the moon, and especially like last night, I was doing it. It was lit up, you know, half of it. You can see a lot of the crater detail.
Yeah.
On it.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Stunt Panda said, the funny thing is when flat earthers have to deny gravity exists. You know what? I've heard this. And I don't understand. I feel like I've heard this fucking stupid theory. I don't believe this theory, okay? That the Earth is moving up and that's why you're stuck to the Earth.
Okay.
I guess it could make sense if you think about the universe expanding.
Which way is up in the universe now?
Yeah.
That's the next question.
How do you? Yeah, you know what? I've always been wondering about that. We just decided arbitrarily which way was up.
Which way's north? Which way's south in the galaxy, in the universe?
Yeah, because like maybe there is a different orientation that we don't know about, like that aligns with the universe, and maybe we're actually on the south side of the Earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's like, you know, like you said, the aliens are watching us, and you know, they're like these stupid humans. They made their own.
They made the world upside down.
Yeah.
The map is upside down, guys.
Should we tell them? Like, nah, let's just let them do this.
Stupid monkeys.
Oh, man. But you could be right. You're right. All this is created. We created time. We created direction. Created the compass. You know, the fact that it's pointing towards the arrow. I mean, it's great. We're smart for doing a lot of that, but it is created. Yeah. So it's like, it's a good thing. You know, it helps us identify things and locate things and, you know, advance technologically, but yeah, it's also kind of a weird thing because it's made up.
Yeah. It's fucking hot as fuck in here.
Hot as fuck, people. So yeah, we need to get those subscriptions. We need to get Patreon set up so they can donate. They can start donating to our air conditioner unit we're gonna get.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I have an air conditioner.
You have an air conditioner?
Yeah.
Why don't we use it?
Because there's I think we got to use a drip pan. Because I got to get a few things to make it work.
We should do that.
We could.
It's hot. It's way too hot.
I like how serious you got there. Like, you got an air conditioner?
I might be just looking. I'm like, we get the new stimulus check coming up. We might be buying a fucking air conditioner at this point.
That's hilarious.
It's hot, man. I hate it being all muggy.
Yeah, we could look into setting it up.
Yeah.
See what's up with that.
Yeah. Real Stunt Panda said, they say the Earth is accelerating. Except if it kept accelerating at some point, it would reach the speed of light. They don't like that. You know what's interesting? Is they say the universe is expanding. Does it? The universe expand? Is expanding? Is it accelerating? Is it accelerating? Would it eventually reach the speed of light? Because that doesn't make any sense.
What is reaching the speed of light, though?
The universe.
Oh.
The universe.
Oh, at the growth rate?
Expanding and accelerating as it's expanding.
is the growth rate expanding at speed of light? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think it's supposedly accelerating. I'm saying, is it going to accelerate to the speed of light and then just become lights instead of matter?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Light meaning there's an end point. There's a transition of a galaxy. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying if you have matter can't exist at the speed of light. It will just turn into light.
Oh, right.
Yeah. The universe isn't matter, it's space. It can accelerate faster than the speed of light. Well, that's confusing, okay? This is why I switched my major from science to art. The universe...
Yeah, I don't understand any of that.
But space is nothing. Well, I guess space isn't nothing. I guess there's molecules in it, but it looks like nothing.
Space is nothing. Time is nothing.
You're a science major? That's cool.
Oh, nice.
I was gonna do physics and astrophysics, but then I realized that
there we go. We got a science major on our podcast.
I didn't want to do it. It was too hard. It's like learning calculus from home is.
Yeah, I seen you go through that. Look like hell.
Yeah, it was fun. It was good times.
I thought you were gonna like go into a deep depression doing calculus.
Doing calculus. Yeah, man. Calculus is depressing, man.
A deep calculus depression. You can never get you out of it.
No. I made it. My transfer major's to art, though.
Yeah, you got sucked in the hole for a little bit, and we pulled you out.
Yeah. It's like a roller coaster, you know. You go up and down, up and down. We're going back up now, so.
Yeah, you gotta find out the things that you don't like to do, so that you can get to some things you want to do, right?
Yeah. Yeah, all I'm doing now is fucking painting. I showed you like gouache painting. The gouache is fucking sick. You gotta try it sometime.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like how you showed me your trees, and I called it grass. And you're like, oh yeah, that is grass.
I can't paint trees apparently. It's okay though. It's grass.
It looked like some killer grass, though. Yeah.
It was some good grass. Yeah, gouache is sick. I got some new colored pencils. I bought some fucking Hobby Lobby is cheap as fuck. I bought some colored pencils there. A set of 48 for like $7.
Really?
They're pretty decent, I think. My degree is in professional aeronautics. Stunt Panda said. The real Stunt Panda, not the fake one.
Right.
Management science. Never used it. I'm a programmer. I know how to program a little bit.
Professional aeronautics. Dude, real Stunt Panda, you the man.
Yeah.
Got all these accolades.
Yeah. Most of the programming I do is web development, though. Like,
tell me you're like
node servers and shit.
Tell me you're like 12 years old.
12 years old.
You're just kicking it at your mom's right now.
Just kicking at your mom's like, I'm so cool. I'm gonna tell them I'm a fucking aeronautics professional.
Right? Please tell me you're 12. You're so awesome. That'd be genius.
Oh, like a 12-year-old is a super genius?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like he's trolling us.
Okay. I mean, kids can be pretty good at programming. I was making fucking cheats for RuneScape when I was 13 or whatever, 12, 13, somewhere around there.
Nice.
Do I use Ruby on Rails? No, I use Node.js usually. I used to use, obviously back in the day before HTML5, I used PHP, but I don't use PHP anymore, so you're like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. The website that I made for you is in Node.js. That's like the server architecture, basically. You still don't know what I'm talking about. It's fine, though. It's fine.
No. I just hear all these terms. Node.js.
Yeah. It's the programming language is JavaScript. That's what the JS stands for. Node is like the architecture. It's basically a server architecture. So basically when you have a website, what you're looking at like the browser, the website you actually load up is the client side of it, which basically when you type in the name of the website, it sends a signal to the server. And the server loads the page and sends it back to you, which you're the client. So it's a server client kind of thing. Anyways. Yeah.
Sync it out basically.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. That's why you get paid the big bucks.
Yeah. Big bucks. I gotta get paid.
Oh, you should. I mean, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I get paid a decent amount. I just don't do it that much, so I don't make like a lot of money. I make decent money for the amount of time I put into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean,
per hour.
And you know, the worst part about it is you're just grinding at a computer. It's not like physical, even though that can be, you know, mentally draining sometimes. It's still a little bit better physically drained, you know.
Yeah, web development's all right. It's better than application programming. I'm not a huge fan of application programming where you're making, like, if you wanted to make OBS, for instance, or this, you know, Restream chat client. It's a program, basically making a program.
See, look, this guy's...
You make $50 to $85 an hour. See, I only charge like $20 an hour right now. Well, I charge you $20 an hour.
I was gonna say, you should be...
I should charge more.
charge other people that if you did that for like a living
if I did
or
for
a side
living.
job, you know.
Yeah.
A committed side job.
I probably would do it for more. I was thinking about going up to like 20 or 30, but maybe I would charge even more than that just because you gotta value yourself, right? So...
Yeah, you gotta produce results, and then you can ask for more too.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I forgot you never reminded me. Remember, you're like, I need you to do something on the website, and I was like, remind me, and then you never reminded me, and we still haven't done it. Forgot about that.
I'll write it down. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, I thought you had written it down, but yeah.
Or message it to you or something.
Hey, but see, here's the great thing. So if you work 20 hours a week for $50 an hour, that's still getting $25 an hour for 40 hours a week. It's the same amount of money.
Yeah.
$25 an hour, 40 hours a week is not terrible money. It's $50K a year. It's not terrible.
That's kind of livable. It's like, you know.
You're you're so funny. That's livable.
It's like bare minimum, bare bones livable.
Yeah, I guess you've been making all right money for a while, huh?
It's not even that. It's just the amount of expenses that I have, you know.
Yeah.
It's just, I can't imagine them that being livable. I always wondered what a livable wage, an annual salary is these days, you know.
$75K.
Probably, maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
75K is where you're like, all right, I can pay my stuff. I'm cool. You know what I mean? It's a modest,
an average life.
Average life where you're like kind of middle. You're getting kind of towards the middle class. You know what I mean? You're not rich. You're not
like
rich.
A $1,600 mortgage on like a $350K house. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe a car payment. Maybe.
Yeah, your car's like 25, 30K or something. You know what I mean? You got all the stuff you need.
Yeah, that little cookie cut American life.
Yeah, I like the idea of that life. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny is like the older I'm getting, the more I'm drifting into that. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna buy a house. And then now I'm like, I'm gonna buy a house.
I just really want a waterfront house.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know,
right? So you can hop in the lake or something.
Yeah, and it's just really nice and peaceful.
Yeah, it is, man. It's actually, I don't know. It's kind of it sets it. It takes you to the next level when you're talking about buying property. And you get there, it's like, oh, we got a nice view here over the water. Just kind of takes us to the next level, man.
Yeah, I just want waterfront, and I want to have a flower garden. Because I don't care about making food. I just want pretty flowers in my garden. I go out there and just be like, now is the time to buy property, said.
Yeah, he also said he retired a few years ago. Real stump panda.
Only do work because I'm bored. How old are you?
Sold some software, patents on searching. There you go.
Because if you're you're
yes,
you're kind of above the demographic for the usual Twitch viewer, you know. But that's cool.
Yeah, how old are you? How are you? Okay.
51. Are you like one of those guys that kind of like you started basically like when Microsoft and Linux and all those guys and Apple were founded, right? You like started programming back in the day, like in fucking whatever language they used back then. What did they use? HTML was kind of weird back then.
Yeah.
Programming languages. They used like assembly code and shit.
Oh yeah. Back in the day.
Yeah. Back in the day, 30 years ago. Retired at 49. That's pretty fucking young.
That's super young.
That's a good age to retire, though, I think. Maybe. I think you get kind of bored, though. You were just talking about getting bored.
Retire at 49. That's insane.
I guess I would like to retire from like a full-time job and maybe work like a part-time job. You know what I mean? If I could like have a nice cushiony money and just paint, you know what I mean? For like some extra income, you know what I mean? Just chill at my house, you know?
There you go.
Hang out with friends. That sounds
kind of be set.
Yeah, just relaxing, you know?
Just have all your worries taken care of.
Yeah.
I like that idea though, Stunt Panda. You said now's the time to buy property and buy low. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. So I'll keep you updated on that. So you're a hardcore nerd. Wrote your first program on programmable calculator, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. Good for you, man.
Yeah. I like to think I'm a nerd, but like, I don't like putting in the effort to actually make programs, usually. I get bored.
Yeah, you know what's fun? I don't know, man. Like doing anything that's like a quest of accomplishment, like a program, writing a book, or you know what I mean? Like it's really hard to plunge into that.
Yeah.
Like because that's a commitment.
Yeah, I can do like paintings and drawings, but I mean, like it's like 10 hours max what I'm doing for those. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're talking about something that's like potentially a couple years.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you're gonna be working on this project for a couple years before it amounts to anything.
That's what I'm saying. I don't really have the patience for that, man. So it's too much.
Yeah, I get it, man. I also, and what's weird is I have persistence too, but I have a hard time doing that too. That's why I keep putting off my book idea, because I'm like, dude, this is gonna take a year or two.
Yeah,
of just grinding at the computer. But that's what it takes.
Or Panda said he did graphic design because he got bored of programming, but it paid bad. See, that's kind of where I'm going right now. It's like I'm just gonna go be an artist and not make that much money, but not really give a shit. Also, because I'm just be like, you know what? Unless I get lucky or I'm like that good, I guess. I guess I could be, you know, if I put enough time and effort into it. I'm a pretty shit painter. I'm not gonna lie, pretty bad at painting, but my drawing's not that bad for my skill level. So
yeah. Well, you could learn how to sell. You could sell some jobs for me.
Sell some jobs? Yikes. No thanks. I hate sales.
It's easy money.
I hate sales.
Yeah, I know. Sales is man. It's funny because me and you have talked about it quite a bit. Like sales is part of life, and like so everybody doesn't like sales because it's kind of like uncomfortable. But we all know it's the only thing that's going to advance.
Yeah, I'm all right at selling myself. Wink,
other
wink.
People stuff.
Yeah, but I'm not good at selling products, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, buy this thing. You know what I mean? Buy this service. You know, like, yeah, knock, knock, knock. Hello, how would you like to get oil change? Yeah. I mean, that was a good deal, but still at the same time, I just fucking hate it.
Yeah. Well, it's just something that, yeah, I hated sales for a while too.
I mean, I might be able to do it if it was like appointments, but like knocking on people's doors or like the petitioning thing, you're just like being a nuisance, you know?
So cold calling and cold door knocking is one of the hardest ways of actually selling.
Yeah.
Because you're right, you're kind of imposing a little bit. That's not one of my favorite ways to do it.
I hate it.
I don't do it, so. But I have. I haven't done door to door actually. I've done cold calling though.
Yeah, and I thought about doing web development on the side, but people just make websites with Wix and stuff now. You know, I mean, Wix is pretty good. I mean, I don't really know how good it is on the back end, but it makes pretty looking sites. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I see their ad all the time.
Yeah, they make pretty good looking sites. I just don't know how like customizable they are. You know what I mean? Besides like the way you get them to look. So, yeah. You sold encyclopedias door to door. That sounds awful.
Yeah, that sounds really bad.
Encyclopedias. So the encyclopedias were expensive as fuck.
He did say he hated it, so yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and I imagine you probably didn't get too many sales, huh? I mean, God, that seems like it's so hard to sell.
How much does
door to door?
Yeah, a set of encyclopedias, it's like hundreds of dollars, right? So
if someone tried to sell me that, I'd just be like, I don't even know how. Like, I couldn't even justify, even if I wanted to. No, how do I put this? Even if I wanted to be nice and just give him the money, I couldn't even bring myself to do that because I couldn't justify getting that shit for no reason.
$1,600 for a set with a payment plan.
Holy shit!
The payment plan. This is before the internet, though. I'm assuming, or it's like when the internet was just starting. So,
jeez, $1,600. Is that really what the going rate is for listings these days?
I don't know about these days. It might be more expensive these days.
You got to be able to find a good set for a lot cheaper than that.
It's kind of like a dying business at this point with the internet. So
Okay.
yeah, way before the internet.
Yeah.
I guess you said as a teenager, so that would have been like 35 years ago or something.
And that being said, $1,600,
Back then was a ton.
a lot of money. Exactly. So
What was that?
man,
What was that equivalent to now? Like 2,500, $3,000 or some shit?
I think so. It just sounds like overpriced. Man, well, I feel sorry for you, man. Hopefully you actually learned something out of that experience and it wasn't just all a nightmare. But, well, that's cool. What do we got to talk about? Anything special?
Dude, I don't know. I've been skateboarding. It's been pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, I know
It's-
you've been talking about this board of yours.
Yeah. Did you see it? I didn't show you, huh?
I still haven't seen this.
Wow.
No.
It's in my car.
It's a mystery board.
It's a mystery board.
I
Yeah.
don't even think you have it.
I'm just pretending. I'm just posing.
You're posing,
I'm
yeah.
like, see you later, I'm going to skateboard. You're like, where's your board? It's in my car. I just go drive around for like an hour and come back. Like, oh man, I'm wiped. It's like, stick my hands in the dirt, man. I fell, bro.
Yeah, and then I find out you're practicing for your acting class, and that's really what you're doing.
Hey. Hey, that was good. Convinced him I was fucking skateboarding.
Right. Like, how good did I do?
He's going to kill you. He's just trying to get you to go to his car. Yeah, trying to kill you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, not now. I mean, you fucking gave it away.
Yeah. Now I gotta come up with a new fucking plan, dude.
Oh man. Well, that's cool. I'm happy for you. I'm glad you get to kick around the board. Have you been trying to like kickflip and do some shit?
Yeah, I landed a couple kickflips actually.
How's that feel?
I was actually really surprised. So it's kind of like riding a bike.
How long has it been?
10 years?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
10 years?
Yeah.
How's that feel to land a kickflip after 10 years?
It was really surprising. Also, I forgot how scary it is to commit to landing a trick. Is you like jump up, you know what I mean? It's like doing whatever underneath your feet. And you're like, ah, if I land on this wrong, I'm gonna fucking eat shit, you know what I mean? Because it'll just slide out from under you and shit. But yeah.
Worked out, huh?
Yeah.
Everything worked out.
I tried all-ing over like one of those parking curbs, you know, like the little barriers to stop you from going forward.
Yeah.
Couldn't commit to that, which was weird because I ollied up from like the ground onto a sidewalk, which is like the same height. But for some reason, it's just a mental thing, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Same fucking thing, so.
Yeah, that's cool. Like I said, I always liked skateboarding. It's a cool sport. Never got good at it myself, but
Yeah.
definitely had a huge appreciation for that sport. It looks like fun, and I always enjoyed watching it too.
Yeah, it was fun. I definitely fucking fell once. It was cool though.
Did you
Yeah.
mess yourself up?
Not really. I was trying to do a power slide, which is basically when you like don't lift up the board, but you turn it really fast.
Oh yeah,
You
just whip it.
Yeah, all the friction of the wheels on the ground and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tried whipping, doing a 180, and then the board just flew out from under me.
Oh,
so I had to
shit.
catch myself with, landed on my wrist. It didn't hurt that bad, but I realized I am getting old. I'm like inflexible. I tried to do a kickflip, and the board landed sideways like this on the ground, and my foot landed weird, and it twisted just very slightly, and the board came down, landed perfectly fine. Shouldn't have done anything. I was like, oh, my ankle hurts.
Really?
Yeah, like
That's funny.
My body's just like, oh my god.
That's the getting old part.
Yeah. Your knees aren't the same when you're 30. I mean, I'm 28, so it's been so I stopped skating when I was around 18. So yeah. And then another thing too that I hurt was my arm. And you won't even believe the way I hurt my arm. I was all-in and just throwing my arm out too fast. It's like there's no flexibility here, so just like I moved my arm too fast and I was like, ow. So pathetic, dude.
The little movements will get you. Yeah. Unfortunately, that just happens, dude. When you get older, I'm realizing these things
I
too.
think that's a flexibility. I think that's a flexibility thing. I think I'll get kind of used to it after a while. My tendons and stuff will get kind of more worn into that. Kind of movements and shit.
Absolutely. That has a huge thing to do with it too. If you're consistently stretching, working out somewhat, these muscles that you're using, you're not shocking them, not burning them up so quick. Yeah, I noticed that too. I need to get the running game back. Getting a getting a overweight vegan belly.
He weighs like 130. He's like, oh no. It's all that popcorn you've been eating, man. You know how much fat's in that shit?
It could be popcorn, yeah. I might have some more tonight.
Got you addicted. Yeah. I might hit you up for some of that popcorn, man. It's been a while. It's just bomb.
Yeah, man. What brand is that? Let's give it a plug here. What is it?
Fuck, it comes in the bags too.
It's not Pop Boom Shop. No, it's not that one.
Son of a bitch.
Damn it, we suck.
I know it so well too.
We'll plug you in next time, buddy.
Yeah.
We'll plug you in next time, guys.
Yeah, that shit is bomb though.
It is really good popcorn, yeah. It's got that vegan butter, man.
It's kind of like the only one. I think it's the only one I've ever bought. Yeah, they used to come in. I used to love those. They used to come in little boxes, little pop-up boxes.
Oh yeah.
And they would pop, and then you'd have like a little. It'd be like being at the movie theater a little bit. It was fucking awesome. But now they're only in bags. I mean, maybe they.
Do you remember those? I used to eat those. What was it called? Jiffies. Yes.
Like
where you take the little. It's like a pan, shit, like a pan with a tinfoil on the top, and you sit there and stove top it. It pops up into a little dome shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Those are all right. Yeah.
They're not vegan, obviously, but but I did eat those for a while. I still
love Blast of Butter more than anything.
Yeah, just that greasy fucking. That's just disgustingly.
There's gotta be so much butter. It's gotta be so bad for you. That's like a week's worth of fat. You know what I mean? Probably.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I used to lick the bag too.
Oh man, so salty.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blast of Butter was the go-to for just, you know, if you want something just so buttery and disgusting.
Give me all. Yeah. It gets addicting though. Then you can't eat regular popcorn after you eat that. You know what I mean? Because you're like, this has no flavor.
Yeah. Man, I can't imagine what my cholesterol and my arteries were looking like back when I used to eat popcorn from the theater.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be like, extra butter, extra butter, and then I want to put some on myself.
Dude, you know that most movie theater popcorn is vegan? The butter is?
Is it?
Yeah.
Nah.
It's out of oil.
Shortening or something? Well,
no, it's out of oil. It's made out of oils.
Really? Yeah, but I guess you can ask them, but they wouldn't. They probably don't know that.
They know. It's also, you can look, like, you'll say on the PETA site.
You think?
For sure.
Like the 19-year-old girl working the front cash.
For sure, Regal 16s is vegan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of those questions where she'll be like, I gotta go ask my manager.
Yeah. No, it's vegan, and but it's fucking terrible for you.
Yeah.
I was looking at the saturated fat for like a little popcorn, and it was like 50 grams, and I was like, I'm so dumb.
50 grams all at once?
Yeah.
Like, boom.
Yeah, you're supposed
in your belly.
Yeah. The recommended is to have less than 20 a day, and if you're like to not accelerate any heart disease or anything, it's less than 12. And to like basically not develop any heart disease, it's even less than that.
Less than 12 grams of saturated fat per day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, getting like 50 all at once.
Yeah, it just sounds heavy on his body too.
So
you know?
yeah, so I was eating a little bit of it. I had just bought it, and I looked it up on my phone, and I was just like, I don't even want this anymore. I was like, dude, I mean, it's delicious, but like, I'm just like thinking, I'm like, this is gonna kill me, man. Jesus.
Yeah, start paying attention to the things you put in your body, dude.
I'm much more like aware of how I think it's like your body gets kind of used to putting that shitty shit in. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a drug. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But now after years of not doing that, every time I eat something that's like too oily or too fatty or too sugary or whatever,
your body's like,
yeah, I'm like so sensitive. I can like feel it immediately. I'll like start eating something like that's too fucking sweet. I can't handle that, dude.
Yeah, I think my body's I can relate a little bit. Mine does the same thing. Taste buds also kind of adjust like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, if it's just way too salty or sweet or something like that, you can tell when it's off.
Real Panda said, I sat down once and was like, ouchie. Did you sit on your balls? Have you ever done that?
Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah.
It doesn't happen very often. But
not pleasant.
It's a very random, weird thing that happens every once in a while. Every time I've done it, I'm like, fucking serious? Just trying to sit down. The fuck?
Just having a good old time, and then that was a mood killer.
Yeah, it's like if you do it in front of other people too, they're like, what happened?
Right? Oh, yeah.
You just sit down, you're like,
just you gotta try to play it off sometimes.
Yeah.
Which is really hard. Playing off, getting hit in the nuts. Oh yeah. So trying to get quenched here in this profusely hot.
It's very hot. This water
room
is already warm.
So what else we got? What else happened this week? What do we got that's new going on these days?
Nothing really. I just been playing video games, painting, and skateboarding. That's all. I already covered that.
Right on.
Yeah. I have not been home. I've been hanging out with Heather. Been doing all these things with Heather. Heather's really cool. So
I've really had a boring life the last couple weeks.
you really have. Every time I'm like, hey, what's up? You're like, what's up? No.
Dude, yeah, I'm really burnt out on
Everything.
yeah, no, just the permitting process of something. I mean, I'm like permitting 6 jobs right now, and
Heck, I'm just burnt out on life. I'm done with it, dude.
well, just the process of all that, having to, accommodate requirements, submit papers, scan papers, emails, responding, homeowners. I mean, it gets overwhelming. So it's been like that constantly for a while now, and so sometimes I'll get breaks here and there, but man, I haven't had a break in a while, so
Yeah. Nice.
that's why I'm just like, yeah.
I don't know. I said nice. I was barely paying attention. My bad. You don't get breaks in a while. Now you
Default
get a break.
response.
Yeah, this is my default response. Yeah. Start spacing off. Sorry.
I do that to Malia sometimes. She hates that.
Yeah.
She's just like saying something. Damn, what? I hear something in the background, but no. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Oh, that's great. She's like, no, I said that the dude hit me in the back with this crayon, and like stabbed me in the back. Dad.
Yeah. Me and you.
It's not cool.
Me and you are
like,
really,
oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Me and you are really guilty of that. I catch myself doing it to you. I catch you doing it to me. I'll just tell you. You'll be like busy doing something. I'm like, say whatever, and you're like, yeah, cool, man.
It's like right on, yeah, that's cool. Right on. The default responses. Yeah, communication's funny.
I feel like the older I get, I think it's from smoking weed. It happened to me when I started smoking weed. Before that, I could like pay attention to whole conversations. But nowadays, people are like, yeah, man, so like I went to the store the other day and like this person started talking to me and then all of a sudden it's just like, and my brain's like, dude.
Checked out, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, that popcorn sounded really good. Like.
You know what's funny? I have, this is kind of a different subject, but it reminded me of what's going on. This is something new that I'm doing, actually. Something to talk about. And it involves sales, actually. So it goes back to the sales thing. But the reason why I thought of it is because you're going, is because this sales program that I just opted into is broken down into segments like that, to where it's very easily short, digestible pieces, to where people don't check out of just hearing
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool. But yeah, new thing that I did for the company was signed up for a sales program, which is fucking weird. I don't know. Don't ask me why I did that.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty weird because I only have one sales rep. The guy's 60-some years old, so the call goes like this. I'm like, hey Paul, yeah. So yeah, I did a thing where I signed up, to the, this sales program, right? It's like, I'm gonna go ahead and send you some stuff, and yeah, just fill it out. It's a little sales IQ test, just send that out, send it back to me. I realize you don't need any of this stuff. You're 67 years old. You've probably done plenty of sales training and all that, and I get it. But just kind of amuse me and go through it, and there might be something you can benefit from in there. He's agreeing with me. He's just like, yeah, this is probably more for you, right? And I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. I'm sitting here trying to, talk to somebody about sales training when he's in his mid-60s. So
mid-60s.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But he's gonna do it. He's gonna check it out. But yeah, I'll check it out. It's pretty cool.
He's humoring you.
He's humoring me, and I'll let you guys know how beneficial this is to the company and to my life.
I feel like you're really good at selling already.
I am really good at. I'm not really, really good, but I'm pretty decent.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm really good.
You've been getting a lot of sales recently.
Yeah, I have. I think there's another level to get to, though. Maybe.
Another level?
Yeah. I think there's like a master sales level that I'm just like, on the tail of.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, so I'm gonna check that out. Not only that, there's like a direct marketer type program. There's a bunch of other things to offer. Aside from just selling. It's not all about just sales training. So I'll let you know how that pans out, if it's a bunch of shit, if it, if it's a scam or whatever, if there's any value in it or not. But you were talking about sales earlier. You said, because I was joking about my job, you selling. You never been good at selling, you said, or something like that, or you like selling yourself but not product.
Yeah, because I can convince people. Because sometimes you're confident in yourself, so like, yeah, I could do that. I can totally do that. You know what I mean? But
what about your own product?
Like what?
Should be like something you made.
Something I made? I'm usually very confident in stuff I made. I don't know. I'll fake it. Yeah. Like, yeah, I made this. I can do this thing. But then it's sticking in the back of my head, I'm like, that's kind of shit.
I think, so I think, I don't know if this particular class is going to pan out to be anything good, but I think classes like that are good for just getting better at sales in general. I think sales can be applied in a lot of different ways. Yeah.
Sales is kind of a thing where you just kind of have to expose yourself to it so you get kind of used to it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And the funny thing about that, ironically, is sales is really exposing yourself.
Yeah.
So you're you're talking about exposing yourself to this and learning how to expose yourself a little more. Because sales is just getting more attention and exposure and presenting yourself in a certain way. That's all that really is, right?
Yeah.
Trying to convince somebody of an idea. It doesn't always have to be about money. It's got to be an idea. Obviously, some ideas involve money, but
yeah. I guess it's because it's about money usually,
but not really. When we think about it a little more, there's a lot of times where you're just trying to sell someone on an idea, even if you're just trying to convince them of something, your viewpoint. That's as simple as trying to sell.
I'm a lot better with the ideas than I am with actual monetary sales.
Yeah. I think when money gets involved, it just puts a whole different...
Because people are just weird about money. It makes me feel weird to ask people for money, you know what I mean? Even if I'm selling them something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of people can get something... A lot of people can gain that value out of learning sales is learning how to present their value and not being, afraid to ask for money because of it. Like, hey, I do this job. I do a really good job. This is what I charge, and be real firm and assertive about it, and be very comfortable about it. I think you'll find that alone will get you results. It's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
Just the hesitancy is what.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I want to sell in the future.
An idea?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, I probably want to sell my art eventually, but I gotta get better at it. Before I can't sell my art right now.
Now, that's a great example of an idea and money involved. Art is an idea right from the brain on a piece of paper, and now you're asking for money.
Yeah, it's also a very subjective thing, so it's how you value yourself, really, how much you're going to sell it for.
And to the buyer.
Yeah.
One person can see that and say, that's a beautiful piece. The other person would be like, I don't see it.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah, I mean, the way I'm thinking about it is if I'm making art in the future, I got to think of the cost of the supplies and how much time I'm putting into it, but not too much about the time, because sometimes, I don't know. You got to value your time, though. So I don't want to spend, 15 hours on a piece and sell it for $40 or something crazy, you know what I mean? It's like, that's a waste of fucking time.
I always charge a lot. It might sound silly, but charge a lot. I mean, it's better to make way more money, overcharge, and then to cut it close on your margin, and barely make what you want.
Yeah, I'd rather just keep the art if no one's gonna pay a decent price for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Than just sell it for cheap. It's whatever. I
realize people
that really expect art and music, kind of artistic stuff, to be cheap all the time. Because they've been conditioned, because it's just with the internet, so you can get so much shit for free now.
I've always... I don't know, me personally, I've always thought art to be expensive.
Yeah.
Like nice art galleries that you walk into, talking about stuff like that.
Yeah.
$1,000 pieces and stuff. Yeah. It's kind of expensive.
Yeah, and I like using quality materials, you know. I don't like using shitty paints and stuff usually, so.
Yeah.
Although I did buy some cheap gouache. I do like the cheap gouache, but that's all because I'm like, maybe I need to learn to paint more before I use these expensive paints, because I feel like maybe I'm just kind of wasting all of it. First of all, mixing paint, it's a skill in its own, like mixing colors and shit.
Yeah, it is. On the palette?
Yeah. Sometimes I make way too much, and I'm like, well, that was a huge waste of paint.
Spatial positioning, like colors having enough room to mix and all that too. It's like all these little things.
We were doing them on paper plates. We've been doing them on paper plates. So we just like, all right, this one's used, so just grab another paper plate.
Quick and easy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Throw them away when you're done. They also make, I think that's pretty cheap though, but they also make like paper palettes. I don't know if you've seen those. It's basically like a book of papers. They're like thicker papers that you can basically use as a palette. Then you just rip it out of the book and throw it away when you're done.
That's pretty cool. I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Pretty smart.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're pretty cheap too. So I kind of like the disposable palettes because I do have my cool artist one, you know, where you hold in your hand and you look like an artist, but like I hate cleaning the fucking thing, dude. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You just scrape it at the end there and then wipe it with the paper towel, and I just let it sit outside till that thing dries.
Yeah. Yours is all painted though. Yours has dry paint all over it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I just scrape it flat though. It's all flat. Yeah. Because it's not all lumped up or nothing.
I mean, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. I still scrape it. Mm-hmm. I think I even wash it down usually, or at least wipe it with a cloth.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool though. And, you know, I think my painting is just behind my drawing, just because obviously it's a lot easier to draw when you're growing up and stuff, and you don't get that much exposure to painting usually. So
yeah,
I'm like a little kid with painting and basically like learning the fundamentals, where it's like I already know how to draw shapes with a fucking pencil.
Yeah,
and just getting better at that.
I didn't realize, you know, after watching some painters do some work, you know, drawing is utilized for painting a lot. What I mean by that is they'll draw what they want first and then use those for guidelines to paint along, you know. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
There are some techniques though. So I've seen people do certain things like draw a sketch and then they're kind of like coloring in between the lines with the paint.
Exactly.
But then there's also that other technique that like Bob Ross does, where you do like a whole layer and you do it in layers on top of layers, you know what I mean, where you like let the colors bleed into each other a little bit.
Yeah.
That's the hard part for me, because it's kind of unintuitive if you're coming from just drawing to trying to make shapes and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it's a whole different approach.
It's totally different types.
Blending.
Yeah.
From detail to blending is a little bit different.
Yeah. I'm pretty alright at detail in painting though. It's like give me a little brush and some paint on the brush and I can sit there and do details. But
those are actually impressive type of paintings too, when you got a lot of little detail and stuff, whether it's hair or little beads or something.
It's funny because Heather doesn't really know how to draw very much. She says, I haven't seen her draw. But she's really good at these broad brush strokes when she's painting, and I'm kind of bad at them. But then I'm good at detail and she's bad at detail. So our paintings, hers always end up being more broad and painterly looking, and then mine look kind of a little wonky, but then the details look really good on mine. So it's kind of funny.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Sounds like you're having fun painting. Reminds me of like a scene from fucking Ghost or something with Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore.
Romantic comedy.
Painting and shit, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing. We've just been watching stand-up.
Nice.
We were watching Bill Burr last night.
Nice. Good choice.
It's her favorite comedian as well, so. Say Bill Burr's your favorite modern?
Is it? Who's you know?
We literally had this conversation because I was like, she's like, yeah, Bill Burr's my favorite. And I was like, I was just trying to think of anyone I like more than Bill Burr, and I couldn't think of anyone. That's what I think about it every single time I bring up Bill Burr. So I'm like, I don't think there's anyone I like more than Bill Burr. Yeah, maybe people that are similar, like Dave Chappelle's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like Dave Chappelle more than Bill Burr, though, you know?
Yeah, I don't...
They might be on like a kind of an equal level, but...
They're on an equal level, but Bill Burr, his approach is more likable and funny.
It's hilarious.
His delivery is pretty hilarious. Mm-hmm. He's just got that really likable personality.
Well, Bill Burr's kind of like that voice inside your head that you hear all the time. It's like, dude, this is fucking stupid. But you don't necessarily say that out loud, but he just says it out loud. So he's kind of like that voice inside your head that's like calling people out on their bullshit all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I love his approach, man. His mindset's genius, and then his delivery is what really does it for people, I think.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, this guy's funny. I'd love to hang out with that guy for a day.
Yeah. Me too. I feel like it'd be really easy to get along with him. I feel like he would be popping you shit, but I would think it was hilarious at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd love to pop shit with that guy, like, all
I'd be
day.
sitting here like, I'm having anxiety. He's like, hey, you little fucking Nancy. And I was like, little bird just called me a Nancy. I love it. I'd be like, diss me some more.
Yeah, right? Can I just be dissed all day? Nah, he's good. He's real good, so. Well, that's cool. Yeah. So what else we got? What else is new around the neighborhood? But yeah, that's pretty much what's new for me. Like I said, I'll give you a review on the sales training because I'm literally just starting it, and so I got a bunch of forms to fill out, and these guys, I guess, are gonna fire up our team, and get us all pumped up, and show us how to convert, make leads and sales, and so yeah, we'll see what's up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I kind of like it, actually. I like when people kind of get, those people that kind of just get the energy up a little bit.
Yes. They bleed energy into the room, basically.
Yeah, I like that. I like those type of people because I lack that, and so with them around, it kind of reverberates a little bit. It's like, okay,
too.
This what's going on here. All right.
Yeah. So I usually like extroverted girls for that reason.
Yeah.
Because they can kind of get me out of my bubble and kind of
that's a good
more
point.
fun,
Yeah.
It's like if you have me, slightly introverted girl, we're just gonna be awkward. It's like. How you doing?
Just an awkward couple.
Yeah. So just like, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think I'm the same way too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that because, like I said, these guys are all bubbly and stuff, and they're like the cliche sales reps.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm weird. I'm assertive, but more direct and not like, off the tongue, lippy.
Yeah, definitely.
It's weird. I don't have that.
You don't talk that much, but you're very direct when you do talk.
Yeah, I don't talk that much. I do. I talk enough.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, there we go.
You're not quiet either, but you're also not like super outgoing or anything.
I talk enough to let people know I know what the fuck I'm talking about when I'm trying to convince them of an idea or trying to sell them something rather.
Yeah.
And so that goes a long way because you can tell there's like a fine line. You talk too much and you're like, what, you guys talking too much? You know what I mean? What is it with that?
What?
Is that like just a natural human response? The more somebody talks, the more off-putting it is about something specific, you know what I mean?
Like,
especially in a sales setting.
Yeah.
But it can apply in other scenarios too, but
it's like overselling, you know what I mean? It's just like,
because you're falling into that position where you're already doing the dog and pony show.
You're becoming more needy is really what it is.
Exactly.
And you seem unconfident in yourself because you can't just like be like, yep, here it is. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
What do you think? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta be like, yeah, and this and this and this and blah 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 blah. And they're like, okay, all right, dude, get to the point, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's exactly it, man. I think you broke it down well. That sales. So I kind of skimmed through some of the sales IQ test questions, and that the guys had sent me, and one of them was like, should you let? One of the questions was like, should you let your prospect know that you really want their business or really need their business or something like that?
Yeah.
I was like, that's a fucking no-brainer. Obviously, no. But it's for that's that same idea as coming off needy.
Yeah.
It's just like you've lost that. You've lost that attention. You don't even have to talk about the hell with sales. Like just in life, you're trying to get a relationship. Even like come across needy, especially for amounts of time. It's just like off-putting immediately.
Yeah, it's not a movie, okay? You can't just like go up to Disney and be like, I don't have a job. I really need this job to be an animator, and then it's a fairy tale, okay? It's not how it happens in real life.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, nah, fuck that guy.
Yeah. There's a shirt I almost bought it the other day. I was looking for shirts, and it said, "Nobody cares, work harder." And I was like, that's great. And I started thinking about the podcast where we were talking about how I was like attracted to masculinity. And it reminded me of that again. I'm like, why am I attracted to that saying? Like, I think it just because it works for me. I don't know. It's weird, but like the saying, like using that as an example, like nobody cares, work harder. I love that shit because it just reminds me of that and kind of keeps me on my toes. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. You know what I mean? Like, because it's harsh and it's like, I don't know. I flourish on the harshness.
You like the bitter truths, apparently.
I like I don't know what it is about me, but I thought about that and I was like, apparently I like the harsh truth.
Yeah, you've always been that way, so.
I mean, I guess what's a better way to say it? Do I like it? No. Yeah. Would I rather just hearing the harsh truth? Yes. I think that's more accurate, you know?
Yeah. It is off-putting when you know someone's kind of feeding you bullshit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, every once in a while, you know what I mean? The little white lies, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you're like tired one day, you're like, do I look bad? No, you look fine, you know what I mean? But if they're like, because someone's constantly feeding you bullshit, you're like, tell me how it really is, yo. Yeah. Okay, come on, man.
Exactly. You don't want that. What people really want is, what people know that they really need is that person that's going to be there to push them and say those things, not fucking be there and brown nose and kiss ass to them 24/7 and tell them what they want to hear 24/7. That's that person that's going to help you grow in life.
Yeah. I think it's a little nuanced, you know, especially if it's like a partner, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Knowing sometimes you should be, you know, soft. Sometimes you need to be a little bit harsher, I guess.
Yeah.
You gotta pick your moments. You gotta read the room, you know?
For sure. Yeah, but doing it constantly, kissing ass, brown nose, and trying to be a people pleaser, that's just setting up for, there's no growth in that, especially when you're talking about relationships like you're talking about. There's no growth in that shit, and it's never gonna work. Or if it does work, it's just gonna be miserable. I mean, I guess there are some people that go their whole life being miserable in a relationship. And exactly, that's my reaction too. It just doesn't sound appealing.
Yeah, I've already spent
those are people with no backbones.
Yeah, I've already spent too many years of my life in miserable relationships, so.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But yeah, and again, those are people that just couldn't bring it to themselves to speak up for themselves or have a backbone or try to learn how to, you know, be assertive, I guess. That's the main thing. But I forgot how we got into that.
You feel like the older you get, the more this is so random. It sounds like it's gonna go off what you're saying, but it's not. You feel like you get older, that it gets more annoying to shave your fucking face.
Yes.
I feel like my hair is like, just let it grow, and I'm like, you still kind of look like shit though. Because I don't know, right now it's like I shaved and my fucking face like has like razor burn feel, even though I use like a fresh razor and shit.
Shaving's annoying, yeah.
It's just growing faster and thicker now. I'm just like, stop.
Well, I mean, yeah, don't get me started on those little annoying things like that, but you remember me complaining a while back on one of my rants about eating, you know, having to take the time to eat, take a poop, pee, anything that just, even though it takes 30 seconds or a few minutes, it's just something that interrupts what you're doing and just completely disrupts your motion, your momentum.
Yeah. I got a good topic.
And shaving is one of those things.
Yeah. Here's a fun topic. Pooping at other people's houses.
It's the worst.
It's the worst. Are you spending the night at their house?
So you're talking about like a girlfriend or a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
You're not that comfortable yet?
Yeah, oh my god, that's fucking hilarious, dude.
Nobody talks about this that much.
You're like trying to hold it in as much as possible.
Everyone does this and nobody talks about it. It's so fucking funny.
So what do? You hold it in till your stomach hurts, or you just do it? You just let it, when it happens, it happens.
Like last night I had to, because I had Chipotle, you know what I mean? It was like 2 in the morning. And so she was like sleeping on me. We're laying on the couch, you know what I mean?
Oh, you picked the right time then. 2 a.m, dude. That's like primo time to sneak into shit.
It was okay. Here's the thing though. So she has a bathroom downstairs because she's like in the downstairs, but the bathroom is in her room. You know what I mean?
Oh.
But then there's another one upstairs, but I have to go upstairs, and her mom sleeps right next to that one.
Oh.
So it's a very awkward situation, but
right. So if you went up to that one, she'd be like,
I hope she's watching this right now because. That'd be hilarious.
If you went up to her mom's bathroom, you'd be like, why the fuck did he go up there?
Yeah, but No, but I waited. Her mom wakes up in the middle of the night and goes pee. I waited till after she went pee, and I was like, now's my time to shine. You know what I mean? I waited like 20 minutes after she went pee because I was like, okay, she went back to bed by now. You know what I mean?
That'd have been even more funny if you just destroyed her mom's bathroom and then she comes in right after you.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, God.
Who's been up here?
2 a.m, just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But no, so I went at 2 a.m. She was like sleeping on me, you know, or like laying on the couch downstairs or whatever. Anyways, went to the bathroom. I was up there for like 15, 20 minutes. I swear to God. I had Chipotle, okay? It wasn't settling right. I went back downstairs. She's awake watching TV.
Oh, no.
I was like, oh.
Awkward.
Like, oh, hey, you can't go back to sleep?
Then you gotta explain where you were, and she's like,
no, it was just kind of the untalked about thing. You know?
Okay, yeah. Awkward.
It's just awkward. Maybe it's not awkward for the other person, but you feel awkward. You know what I mean?
There's a bathroom right next to you, and you just came from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Where you possibly went.
Well, the thing is, the bathroom in her room doesn't have a door actually to it. It has like one of those swinging doors. You know what I mean?
So the smell of taking a shit would just kind of
it would just chill in the
migrate
room.
Into the room. Yeah.
It's basically in the room. So
okay. Yeah. It's kind of like jail prison, where everybody can see you take a shit or hear you or smell you.
Yeah. I mean, I go pee in there all the time, but yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah.
That's hilarious. But yeah, to answer your question, it's so awkward and funny when you're in those phases.
Yeah.
You're like, you just don't want to, you know, you're still in that honeymoon phase of dating somebody like a month or two in. You don't want to shit around them.
Dude.
You don't want to destroy the bathroom.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Or like farting around people. You don't want to do that. Obviously.
You don't want to fart.
I mean, I don't like doing that on a normal basis, anyways. But you know what I mean? It's even worse when you're just getting to know someone.
Yeah. You're like really on guard. You don't want to even let sneak one in, or you know.
Yeah, I get really worried.
Take your chances.
So I was seeing that girl in Seattle. I remember, and that was the worst. I mean, it was great, but it was the worst because you know, like the holding in thing. It was an hour and 40-minute drive back home.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
And you were holding it the whole time?
Yeah, sometimes.
Damn.
Not every time. I think there might have been a couple times I like stopped. You know, stopped at like a grocery store or something real quick and ran in. You know what I mean? Like
to take a shit?
Yeah, but she had like a studio apartment, so it was like another situation where it's not like she had a house where I could like go to another part of the house and
the shitter's out in the open.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't out in the open. It was in its own room, but it's like
practically.
It's like there's the bathroom right there, buddy. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing it.
How awkward is it to talk about that? Like, how awkward is it to like take a shit in a room that's by a room where people chill in?
Yeah,
like a dining room or a living room or something like that. You're just like, and it's quiet.
Yeah,
and it's super quiet, and you're just like, damn it.
There's always that one fucking like fart that like echoes in the toilet, and you're like. They heard that. They definitely heard that.
You're trying to be quiet and you're like, oh, damn it. That was loud.
Yeah.
And you just, let's talk about awkward.
And then you have to go walk back out there like, hey guys.
Right. It's just super quiet still. Everybody just looks at you as you come into the room.
Yeah. But there's sometimes you can't hold it, you know, sometimes. You just gotta, we're humans. It is what it is.
I mean, exactly. I mean, I can remember a couple times where working construction, I was out in the middle of nowhere doing a job for a little old lady, you know, and I just had to go, you know. I'm sorry, miss, can I use your restroom, please? She's like, oh yeah, it's right back here. Go back there and just annihilate.
Just destroy.
Just annihilate.
Bathroom.
And just come out and was like, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, appreciate that. And just go back out. Just like, oh my God, thank God.
Please don't go in the bathroom.
Right?
Like, don't go in there for a little bit.
Like, thank God I made it. That's
the worst though. You ever done that when you're at someone's house randomly? You go to the bathroom and they're like, oh, I'm gonna go in there. You know, you're like, do you ever stop people? You never stop. You just let them go into your bad smell.
If
you ever stop people like, hey, just to warn you, you might not want to fucking go.
Yeah, I'll let them know for sure. It's just common courtesy.
Yeah,
like just so you know, I took a shit in there. So yeah. You gotta go piss, you might want to go outside or something.
Yeah. You say that to a girl.
Oh yeah, yes. No problem there.
So swat in the yard real quick.
Just go take a squirt over there in the corner.
Squirt.
Why does squirt sound so funny? That's a word that needs to get used more often.
I don't know about that. Just go squirt in the yard real quick.
Oh man.
This podcast got real R-rated real quick.
Yeah, I like how the last 15 minutes we're talking about taking shits and.
Hey man,
It's not like R-rated. It's just disgusting.
it's also just an awkward part of dating. You know what I mean? It's funny.
Yeah. To be honest, most of this is real. It's something that people can relate to.
Yeah.
I know it.
I think everyone does it.
Yeah.
Almost everyone. I'm sure there's. I know there's people out there that's like, hey yo, gotta use the bathroom. You know, I gotta take a shit real quick.
How weird is it to announce that?
Yeah. What did you do? You brought a girl home. It's like the first night ever.
What is that?
She's like, I'm gonna drop a deuce real quick.
Doesn't that
Does
just
that kill
say
your
a lot about a person, though? Does that say a lot about a person announcing, like, hey, I gotta go take a shit, dude? Like, where's your... Or even if chick did that, yeah, obviously that says a lot about her. Why does that say a lot more about a woman? It says that. That's interesting, huh?
It's a social culture.
The social norm.
Yeah. I don't think it should be that way, honestly, but that's how it is.
Right? If a chick wants to,
Yeah. Honestly, I think as a younger...
drop a deuce.
Yeah. I think as a younger dude, I'd probably been like, it's gross. You know what I mean? But like, I've gotten more mature now. I'd be like, yeah, do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wouldn't even really bother me that much nowadays, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I would much rather prefer to know when shits are happening. That way I know where to stay away from that region.
Also,
for X amount of hours.
It would make me more comfortable to know that they're not like hurting their stomachs holding in their shit all night, you know what I mean? So...
Oh, you feel better that they're...
You feel better for them, you know? Like, hey, at least you're comfortable enough to just go do it, you know? Instead of like, make yourself uncomfortable all fucking night.
Right. Person's just like laying in bed next to you, just like, like, what are you doing? I'm trying not to fart around you. Dude, get real.
That's what people do though.
I know,
it's so funny.
Some people probably do that.
Yeah.
I held a fart in for this podcast. Actually, it was last podcast. I held a fart for a long time for you guys.
That's hilarious.
Just so you know.
Mostly for me.
Yeah. Just mostly for him.
You imagine you try to let off.
Secondly, for you guys.
You mostly try to let off a silent one. It's just hella loud.
No, I didn't want it to stink in here. Just multiple reasons, I didn't want it to be loud. I didn't want it to stink. Just out of respect for this platform. But yeah, my stomach hurt. Just want you guys to know that I've sustained some pain there. I sacrificed a lot for you guys. So
that's funny.
These are the things that we do here at the Virus.
Yeah.
Keep it real.
So funny. This is a hilarious conversation. It's gonna be even funnier if Heather actually watched this. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, this isn't one you recommend to anybody. You're like, oh, when they have a conversation.
Check out the one where we talk about shitting at girls' houses.
They're like, the Virus, huh? What is that, huh? Oh, it's a podcast where we talk about things, random things, cool things. If you're really interested, check out episode 22. About an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, specifically like the last half hour. You should really check out that part.
We get into some thought-provoking stuff.
That really sums up the podcast,
Yeah, and who knows? We might get famous off talking about shits.
Hey, we've had a good viewer count this podcast comparatively to the last couple of... I think it's going to be talking about
famous.
I think it's going to be talking about video games though a lot.
All right. Let's talk about a video game where you take a shit in it. A shitting video game.
I know they exist.
They probably do. I thought
there's a rude humor on here. Just type in poop. There's poop in my soup is the name of a video game.
Okay. Poop in my soup. All right. Yeah. There's so many games these days. Like the plethora of video games out there as opposed to when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Because you have all these low budget. It's like movies now. Mm-hmm. You can put out a bunch of low budget movies on Netflix. Yeah. And they don't have to be great. Matter of fact, there's a lot of shitty movies on there. It's the same thing with this now. You can put out a $10 game that sucks, but they're still being made. Yeah,
there's so many fucking games on this. It's ridiculous. It's really cool though, because you can literally just go find anything you want. You know what I mean?
Well, it makes you... Here's the problem. It makes you think...
So you like adventure games, so we could just be like,
sure.
What do you got going for adventure games? So
it makes you feel like you got a bunch of options, but when all the options are really poor, that's what's turned off. You know what I mean? You're like, you see this, and you're like, this looks like a game that's 20 years old. I don't want to play it. This one.
The best thing to do though is just go to like top sellers or what's popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah, filter it out.
Destiny 2, Grand Theft Auto,
there you go.
Terraria, and shit like that. So you can kind of do that. Elder Scrolls can't believe people are still playing this game. I mean, it's a good game. You played Elder Scrolls?
No.
Skyrim?
No.
Oh, okay.
That looks like a Minecraft game.
Minecraft? No, it's a role-playing game.
It's not. It's first person view though, ain't it?
You can do first or third person. It's kind of like it's like a role-playing game. You go. I don't even know how to describe it. It's an adventure game. It's a storyline. It has a storyline.
Okay.
But you can do more than just there's side quests and stuff, or you can like do whatever. The cool thing about Skyrim though is you can mod it, so you can like on the computer you can add stuff to it, so you can add quest lines and NPCs and all that stuff. Like there's mods on it where you can make it like Lord of the Rings and shit.
Okay.
It's really fucking cool. But it got released in 2011. Still on the top of what's being played.
That one right there was in 2011. Elder Scrolls 5.
This is but this is remastered. So
okay.
They made it. They basically like updated it a little bit, and that was released in 2016. But the original one, I'm pretty sure, came out in 2011. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out It did not get released in 2015. Pretty sure it was like 2013, 2014.
They didn't they come out with another one recently?
Grand Theft Auto?
I mean, not recently, but
I don't think so. Grand Theft Auto 5, I'm pretty sure is the last one.
Okay.
So Grand Theft Auto 6, Grand Theft. It's probably in development. There's a trailer
for 6.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's gonna be crazy.
Can't believe that's still going.
Grand Theft Auto 5 was released in September 2013. Grand Theft Auto release date 2020 or 2021. Yeah. I still love San Andreas. Did you play San Andreas, right?
Yeah.
San Andreas was dope.
That's back when we were living in Sheldon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. I'll never forget, I think Gina was playing San Andreas one time.
Oh, yeah. She was a little kid, too. She's killing
David
cops.
got upset. Yeah, I mean, she was like 4 or 5 or something. Maybe a little older than that.
Yeah.
7 or 8. I can't remember. He was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Obviously, he got pissed off.
Yeah. Did you like Fallout? Did you play Fallout?
Never got into it.
Yeah. I guess it's not your style of game, huh? Where is it? Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Oh, it's $60 right now.
$60, and didn't he say he got it for a deal or something?
Yeah, he said he got it like 70% off or something.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Goodness. Yeah, it was up here somewhere. I want to see what he said he paid for it. I'm not paying those $60. I don't even know. Oh, okay, 70% off. Yeah. What is it? 10% of that's $60. You times that by 7. It's like $42 off. You paid like $18 for a $60 game or something.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. When did this get released? 2018. Okay, so that's why it's so
fairly new.
Yeah, decently new. Yeah. I know.
Yeah. So. Yeah, you're right. We should talk about gaming a little bit. But the thing about gaming is maybe we should play more games because although I know a lot about games, I know a lot more about older games.
Yeah, we should break your cherry on the computer games with some Steam since you just learned about Steam.
Oh, okay.
You can play computer games with a controller though. You can get a controller that will plug into your PC and play with a controller too.
Nice.
Yeah, there's some games like you wouldn't want to really play a racing game with a fucking mouse and keyboard. That just sounds awful.
Yeah.
Some games are kind of not meant for that shit. So.
Yeah, I remember playing some games on PC and using the keys to control.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit difficult.
A bit wonky for some styles of games. So yeah.
Snowboarding games, yeah.
Yeah.
Action quest games.
Yeah. Definitely.
Pretty fun though. Graphics are a lot nicer.
Yeah. So if any of you guys want us to check out a game that's not too pricey or free, don't give us a $60 game. You know what I mean? Like, hey, check out this $60 game.
Yeah,
if it's like $20 or less or whatever, we'd probably check it out. If it looks good at least.
Yeah, let us know. Well, I mean, just recommend any game really, and then we'll review it.
Yeah.
Like check a review before we commit to actually playing it or something.
I guess if it's a single player game, we could just get one copy of it on here or something.
Wait, how would we review a game? We play it together and
sit here and fucking play it.
Okay.
I guess we don't have to beat it to review the whole thing.
Did you ever? Not funny. That's like.
I guess it's called like a first impressions.
Yeah.
First impressions.
Oh, okay, those are cool. It's interesting about video games is like back when you're a kid. I don't know how you did it, but when we played campaign games, we used to just take turns, one person died, pass back and forth, right, when you're a kid. And then there becomes a point where you're like, this is kind of boring. I just want to play the game myself.
Yeah, I don't really mind with story-driven games. That's what me and Heather are doing with Kingdom Hearts. You know what I mean? Play a little bit, give it to her. It's like Kingdom Hearts, though. The gameplay is like you're just pressing X most of the time and running around.
Yeah,
it's like a puzzle game most of the time. So it's like I just care about the storyline mostly. So I don't really give a fuck. It's like
and I'm the same way now. Like I think I don't know. Like I feel like me and Bill used to. That's what we did. We took turns playing campaign all the time growing up, but then. There was a point where we're just kind of like, I don't want to watch you play. I don't want to watch you play. I just want to play myself. Type.
Yeah. They made games more antisocial over time.
Yeah.
It's like everyone, like the consoles don't have, you can't connect as many controllers. Like you don't do split screen really anymore on consoles and stuff. Except for the Nintendo. You know what I mean? They just made it more of a single player experience, which is kind of shitty. Except for online gaming, but like you're still kind of usually playing in different houses, you're not hanging out together usually. It's totally different.
Yeah, the split screen thing is, you're right.
I love split screen, like fucking back in the day, like playing Halo and shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Tons of games, just throwing Halo out there, but.
Yeah, Halo was pretty fun. The split screen
it was fun.
Format was definitely, it sucked because it reduced your view though.
Yeah, but it was an experience, you know what I mean?
So when you get that full view back, you're like, whoa!
It's huge, yeah. Especially if you like go over to a friend's house and you only play split screen for a long time, and then you finally play on one player, like holy fuck.
Shit! It feels like a whole new world.
That's how it was for me with Halo. I was so used to that little screen that when it got to full, I'm like, dude, I can see everything. What the fuck?
And Halo is really good at the view, at like expand. It looked like a fisheye view, where just kind of you can see the sky and the horizon and the layers and landscapes. Yeah, that's a good game for that. But yeah, we'll it's a good idea. Exactly what Danny said. If you guys got a game recommendation, shoot it at us.
If not, we can just find a game that we both think looks interesting and try it out. Chris, you gotta finish Last of Us.
I gotta finish Last of Us. Let you guys know my overall review on that game. And then I'll give you like an overall storyline rundown on the narrative of the story and stuff without boring you to death and having your eyes glaze over. But yeah, super exciting. Matter of fact, I'm kind of excited to play it tonight because I just want to finish it. That way I can kind of focus on my work a little more. Stop using that as an excuse to put it off.
Yeah, for real. I know that feeling, so.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I think we're out of time, kind of basically. Unless you have something to add on.
No.
We can wind it down here.
No. We can button this up.
Yeah.
Cool. See these guys on Saturday. So yeah, welcome, and this was a good episode 22, right?
Yeah, episode 22. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Check us out on Apple and Spotify. 7 p.m. we have our streams. 7 p.m. Pacific time. 7 p.m. Wednesday and Saturday on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And then we did a little bit of updates on Twitter and Instagram. So yeah, check those out.
Check it out, guys. And then to the guys that joined the conversation, Real Stunt Panda, Splinter, and I feel like there's a couple other people. Thanks for stopping in and giving us your 2 cents. And stop on by Saturday and we'll chat some more, chat about some more things and see what we got. Yeah. But until then, let us know if you guys like the shirts. If you want one, we'll get you one.
Yeah.
Keep that stuff coming. So until then, keep it viral.
Keep it contagious.
Later.